beautiful friends. This is Crystal Rose Insights, here to do the weekly readings for the week starting Sunday, January 21st through the 26th on the Saturday. I believe that's the date. You know, it's so awful. I don't even check the actual calendar date. I'm going from my head, so I might be off by a day. But that's okay because time and energy is malleable anyway. But I'm really grateful to all of my subscribers, all the people who comment and who do private readings with me. And if this is the first time that you're seeing any of my videos, welcome. I'm super happy and thrilled that you somehow have been guided here to watch this video. And before I get started with the reading, I do have a really quick announcement that I'm super excited about. So I was trying to figure out what I could do given that Valentine's Day is upcoming, and it tends to be a time of year where obviously everyone's thinking about love and relationships. We're in the brand new year and all of a sudden Valentine's Day comes up. So I wanted to do something special for you. And I am going to be offering a very special reading for those of you who book a 60-minute reading with me. Now, you know my channel is Crystal Rose Insights, but I don't think I've really discussed the naming of my channel and why it is. But obviously you guys know I use gemstones and crystals during my readings as well as a support, and I love them so much. They're all over my house. I go mining for crystal. I just love it, and I have for a long time. And the other side of the name is rose, which is obviously a flower, and it's the highest vibration of unconditional love. And I happen to also be experienced and trained in flower essences. So those of you on a twin journey, as we're continuing to learn and grow and ascend and shift our vibration, crystals and flowers can be really supportive to balancing our energy field, our emotional body, our astral body. All of those can be balanced by the frequencies of flowers. So what I want to do is start bringing those more in, but I want to do this for the Valentine's Day. So starting now, anybody that books a 60-minute reading with me between now and February 14th, I am going to include a little extra bonus, which is going to be actually looking into what crystals are supportive for your phase of your journey right now. But also I'm going to pull some flower essences for you. Any of you have worked with Bach flower essences before? I used to use so many different brands, but I think for simplicity, I'm going to also focus some of the reading on what flower essences will be most supportive towards your healing. Okay, because a lot of twins need to focus on doing their energy healing as well in order to ascend, to heal old patterns and all of that. So, and I do apologize, I'm going to have to limit this piece of it to people that are in the United States simply because of logistics. But if you book a reading that you want this, what I can do is I'm going to actually pull flowers for you that are most supportive for you and send you a customized flower essence tincture concoction here blend that is specific for you, and I'm going to mail that to you as part of your gift for Valentine's Day. Now, this right now is going to be limited to the people that are in the US. I apologize for my international clients. I know I've done readings from all over the world. But if you happen to be across the world and not in the United States, and where I can't really ship this to you very easily, then I will certainly still go into the flower essences that will be supportive of you. You can buy them locally in your area. And I'll also give you just a little extra time on the reading too, just to make up for it. So I hope that for my international viewers and clients that will suffice, because you can find flower essences all over the world, and I can still go into that with you. I just can't send you the physical because of all the challenges with international shipping and costs and timing and all that. So if you want one of these, I'm going to put the information down below. It's, again, for the people who book a 60-minute reading with me. And when you book the reading and you send your money through PayPal, all the instructions will be below. Please do specify that it's the Valentine's Day special. Otherwise, I'll just assume it's a 60-minute reading and we won't get into the flower things. But I need to know that ahead of time if that is what you are wanting. Where I get to, like, the Twin Flame Love reading will be like a spread about your relationship, the energies between you, what advice there is for you, what you need to learn, what you need to do, all of that, what the dynamic is between you two. But also, like I said, you're going to end up getting something that's going to help support your healing of your emotional body, which I've used flower essences now for a long, long time, and they're extremely powerful. So I hope you guys like that, and I'm super excited to do it. I felt really called to add something extra special right now. Besides just the information and the messages, I wanted to give you something that was actually going to support your healing in a physical and emotional way too. Okay, so sorry for the long intro. I normally don't do them, but I did want to announce that special. So here we are going to do the reading for the Divine Masculine for this week. And here we have the celestite stone. So celestite is I have so many celestites. In fact, I keep one by my bedside. It's a wonderful calming stone that brings a sense of peace and joy and uplifting. It's a great stone to have by the bedside because it's almost like it clears away the crap of the day so that you can open up to the divine and to the angels and to your higher self while you sleep. It's just such a it's a stone of ascension and a stone of connecting to the higher realms. In fact, I have another big one right here too. And it's amazing because they can, like, you see this huge point here in the middle. They usually come in geodes, but I just love celestite. I've always been really drawn to it. So this is here to support us in the energies of this reading. Okay, so I think that might have been the longest intro I've ever done. So if you're new to my channel, I don't normally talk that long before a reading, but like I said, I wanted to make sure you guys knew of this amazing special I'm running, and I can't wait to get you guys the flower essences to support your healing. Okay, so this is going to be a reading for the Divine Masculine for this upcoming week. I've already called in my guides, angels, light beings, ascended masters, here to support the twins on their journey, twins, soulmates, whatever label you identify with, you're here for a reason. This is a general reading, so please take what messages resonate with you and leave the rest. I do set an intention that every person who watches these readings, that at least one message, an important message, comes through for everybody. So if you like a private reading, the information is going to be in the description box below or on my About page. Wow, I'm so not used to talking so much before a reading. All right, I'm done shuffling now. There's a couple more. A bunch just flew out, but it was too many. Okay. The first is, what is the overall energy of the Divine Masculine this week? And it's the Queen of Water. And I do not read reversals in this deck, FYI. So in case you're wondering, I give that explanation in front of every video. What he wants his Divine Feminine to know is the Nine of Water. Wow. And what the Divine Feminine may not be aware of is the Ace of Earth. The next is how he's feeling about her right now, the Ten of Earth. Next is how he's feeling about the relationship, is the Five of Fire. The next is what's currently supporting the Divine Masculine this week, Major Arcana, the Ego. And what is his current challenge this week? The Renewal. And at the bottom of the deck, overall energy for this reading this week for the Divine Masculine is the King of Earth. So the King of Earth is very much, he's in charge of his domain. He's very practical. He's very grounded. He has the ability to bring forth success because he's conquered his journey and he's able to be a leader and to make things happen in a positive way. And there's rainbow here, which symbolizes all the chakra colors, but also happiness, the dawn of something new. The King of Earth is someone that has the Midas touch. There's just something about him that is, there's opportunities coming forth, and this is about confidently accepting. So there may be some Divine Masculines this week that are getting new opportunities, or they're feeling like the King of Earth. They're feeling very accomplished in their career, very responsible. I know that a lot of the Divine Masculines have been working on that, but what's funny is underneath it, guys, it's the Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups. That is also coming through. So I'm going to put that there. So we have a lot of water coming through and a lot of earth. So emotions, practicality, but like groundedness in the emotions. Okay, so let's get started. So what's the current energy of the Divine Masculine this week is the Queen of Water. So this is about relationships moving to the next level on an emotional level. This is about being very nurturing, very kind, very loving. This is about trusting your intuition. So I know the Divine Masculines have really been on this journey of learning to trust their intuition. This is almost like flexing that new muscle that they're just discovering they have. Like, you know, when you start working out and you're like, oh, I never even know I had that muscle. Well, that's kind of what I feel like that's what the Divine Masculine is going through here, and it's a good thing because it means you're ascending to a new level of health. Like when you're working out and you discover a new muscle, you're like, oh, clearly that was being neglected, and I'm really glad I'm paying attention to it now. So this week there's a lot of energy of learning to trust his intuition. And I feel like there's also a message here of the Divine Masculine realizing that his Divine Feminine is this Queen of Water. She's very patient, loving, empathetic. She's in tune with her intuition. And I feel like he may be recognizing that in her on a soul level. Like, there's a reason this person I've been drawn to her. And I kind of like it. And I'm kind of starting to understand this a little bit more. So the next is what he wants his Divine Feminine to know is the Nine of Water. This is the Wish card, the Nine of Cups. This is about wishes coming true, setting intentions, because the universe is listening. And so when this is in the position of the Divine Masculine wanting his Divine Feminine to know the Nine of Water, he's wanting her to know that he's seeing that this is wishes coming true, that their union coming together and being with his Divine Feminine and experiencing that dynamic and bond is wishes coming true. And he wants you to know that he recognizes this and he knows this. And that he also sees you as wishes coming true. You know, the things that he never thought that he actually could have. But he wants you to know that he's in a place where he's seeing this and his concerns, his worries are starting to fade away. They're starting to fade away because he's feeling the King of Earth. He has the Ten of Water energy here too. He's also the Queen of Water. So I feel like there's a major message of the Divine Masculine truly starting to understand this intuitive process. And I feel a bit of playfulness around it. Like there's an energy of playfulness, which is like, ooh, I mean, it doesn't have to be as hard as I've been making it all along. And it's almost like a kid discovering a new toy. I get that energy of like, ooh, what is this? Some curiosity and just a little bit of lightheartedness around it, but also just a sense of profound awakening is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what the Divine Feminine may not be aware of right now is the Ace of Earth. So this is a new beginning. What she may not be aware of is a new beginning in this inflow of abundance. And the earth represents the physical plane, okay? So what she may not be aware of is she may not be seeing signs or evidence that the relationship is moving forward in any way in the physical 3D world. You know, I know a lot of Divine Feminines I've done readings for, and all my collective readings, it's like there's been this level of impatience and frustration and like, okay, I'm sick and tired of waiting around. I'm not seeing anything happening. I'm not in touch with him. Whatever it may be. So this coming up in this position is telling the Divine Feminine there is a new start and a new phase in the relationship in the physical level, but she's just not seeing it yet. But it's coming out from the higher dimensions into the physical reality, and she's just not sure of it yet, but this is what this card is here saying. I don't know, pretty amazing reading already, guys, and we're just getting started. So the next is how he's feeling about his Divine Feminine, and it's the Ten of Earth. This is happy family life. This is abundance. This is, you know, having the love and the family and the life that you always dreamed of in the physical world, not just in your dreams or in your, you know, hopes and wishes. This is actually grounded in reality. So I feel like when this card is coming in this position this week, the Divine Masculine is really having the awareness that he is starting to really see that this connection and this energy that he feels with his Divine Feminine is something that can actually be a physical reality and not just a figment of his imagination. So whether you're in touch with your divine masculine right now or not, his higher self, and again, this is a general reading. Some of you are at different phases of your journey. I feel like I need to reiterate this right now, because some of you may be further along in your path. Some of you may just be embarking on this or really discovering it. But this is, again, a reading for the collective, so we tend to just bring out the messages that people need to hear the most. But this is that he is, on a soul level, is connecting the dots and really realizing that this can happen in the physical plane. So I think that's pretty amazing. So how he's seeing the relationship right now is the Five of Fire. So this is an energy of having a bit of a challenging time. It may be a bit more like the concept of the relationship, even though he's feeling really good about it, there may be some confusion around how it will manifest in the 3D moving forward, like the practicality of it. So for example, many twins are in situations and relationships where there's some pretty big obstacles. Sometimes it's geographic distance. Sometimes it's cultural and religious background differences that are causing major disruption in the ability for the twins to be together. So the way he's feeling about her is this incredible way, but then the challenge this week about the relationship is he's trying to figure out how to make it all fit into his life in a way that honors the relationship. That could mean, hey, what if we live in different places? Like, if we get together, who's going to move? Like, how's that going to work? Or how am I going to tell my family that, you know, I've done a lot of readings for people that are, you know, Muslim and Hindu, completely in love. I've had several readings with that dynamic where the families just are forbidding, but their love is real and so, and strong. But the family issues are. So I think this is a big theme this week. There may be something coming up with the divine masculine. It's really just trying to figure out some, you know, competing goals. Like, how is this relationship going to actually fit into my life, my passion, what I'm doing, what I love, my family, my friends, because it's important to me that I want her to know wish is coming true. There's a new beginning. So there isn't, what she doesn't, being at the new beginning phase, what she's not aware of, is bringing up in the divine masculine a bit of this like Five of Fire energy. And all of these wands here, because this is the Five of Wands, they represent the different colors of the chakras. And the one I'm being most drawn to right now that I'm noticing at the moment I'm noticing all of them. There's not, it's funny, I was about to just, I just got lost because I'm like, you know, all of them are important. All of them are important. So I feel like he's dealing with a lot of different things coming at him from a lot of different sides. All sorts of different things this week relating to the relationship. So what's supporting him right now is this major arcana, the ego card. This is the devil card in traditional tarot. So I think that he's realizing, the divine masculine this week is realizing, and he's got the energy of realizing how much he's been in his self-imposed prison, a false sense of entrapment. And the traditional tarot, this is the devil card, is where there's two people that are chained, but they can remove the chains from their neck if they want to. So this is the battle of head versus heart. This is about being fear-based, being afraid. And so I feel like this is coming through as a message that this week the divine masculine is being supported in his taking off of the false mask of the ego and really connecting to his heart space. He's not deceiving himself anymore. He's starting to really awaken to that, to where, you know, what he has felt challenged with in the past is now he has the ability to change that. And then what is his challenge this week? And we get the renewal card, the judgment card. So this is the major arcana. So his challenge this week, the energy that I'm feeling from this for this week is that he's trying to figure out, so this is making so much sense. So these two cards together, how he's seeing the relationship is the Five of Fire, which is a bit of competing goals, different, competing goals, but trying to figure out how to have his cake and eat it too, kind of a thing, but not in a negative way. That sounds really bad. That sounds like a very greedy way, but that's not how I mean it. It's almost more like, how can I fit this into the different things that I want? Because I know what I want, but they're not all together yet. And so that's what the challenge is here. So see how he's wanting this. This is a man and a woman in water going to this angel in the distance that is spirituality, a spiritual union. And so his challenge this week is kind of letting go of the needing to know how as much. So it's about evaluating, it's about reviewing. So I feel like in this 5 of Fire energy this week, he's still trying to figure out how to have this happen, and that's why it's coming up in the challenge, which is always interesting because I always find a real connecting theme between these two positions and of like how they're seeing the relationship and what their challenge is, because it feels so much like they're all wanting to move towards the relationship. And so how they're seeing the relationship, this card always reflects the challenge that's here. All right. Well, guys, that's already, thank you, Celestite, for this beautiful connection. I just feel like I just want to hold this and cradle it like a little baby, a little mouse. I don't know why. It's just such a soothing stone. And it's so pretty. It's this pale blue color. It's like a cloud. It pulls you in. All right, so let's get some new cards here. We're going to pull some energy oracle cards now. Let's look further into the energies of the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, and then their union energies this week. So what messages are coming through right now for this week for the Divine Masculine? One more card, please, to help. This just jumped out. Yin Yang. Okay. One card for the Divine Feminine, please. Relating to her masculine. Like what? Oh, thank you. The Sun. Oh, love it. Okay, and 3 cards on the energies between the two this week, please. 3 cards on the energies between the twins this week. I'm going to move this up. So we have the space to stay on camera. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. 3 cards, please, on the union energies this week for between the twins, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. 3 cards, please. Jace of Possibilities, the Temple Path, and 5th Chakra. Okay, so in this deck I do read reversals because there's a slightly different meaning. Okay. And I just looked in the bottom of the deck and I got this Walking Away card. Oh, I love this card so much. So the Walking Away card is about this woman leaving behind her beautiful opulent life to go towards the light, and she's not apologizing about it. She's like, I'm off. I'm going towards the light. I'm going towards all this beauty. I know I have beauty behind this fence, but I'm walking away from the past and going towards the light. I'm going towards divine love. I'm going forward, being bold and being strong. And she, like, I love the energy of this card so much. I feel like I want to put it, on my wall. I don't know, there's something about this, which is like, this is the Divine Feminine goddess energy. If there's so many beautiful cards I have in my decks that represent that energy, but this feels so much. She's like, yeah, watch me go do what I know I can do. And it's like she's looking back at the Divine Masculine like, hey, you want to go, you want to come with me? You want to come be with me? Well, you need to walk away from your old life and your old patterns and your old prisons. Because remember, that's the energy that came through here, right? So walking away from false entrapment. And she's like, see, I'm on the outside of this gate. Now you need to just come with me. Oh my gosh, I love that. Where am I going to put that? I'll put that here. Okay, so another card for the Divine Masculine this week is Yin Yang. So this is the balancing energy of masculine, feminine energies This is also the concept of giving and receiving, meaning that there may be giving and receiving that has been out of balance lately. Maybe the divine masculine is realizing how he's been giving more in certain relationships and dynamics that just aren't serving him anymore. That may be friendships, it might be family members, it might be karmic partners, but the fact that this energy is coming up that is supporting all of these other energies for him, and it is the 22 card, twin flame number of partnership, is that I feel like this is supporting the divine masculine wanting to move on into a greater happiness where it is a balance of the masculine feminine, where that partnership and that energy will allow both parties to completely just be wholly them. And what's supporting what an energy for the divine feminine this week is the sun. So she's feeling like there's some glimmers of hope. She's feeling really good about herself. She may not even be focused on the masculine this week. And again, we're going to do a divine feminine in-depth reading as well, which I'll link to. But I feel like there's something in the divine feminine's life this week that's contributing is the sun energy. And I feel like it's coming here to support the divine masculine by holding this sun energy as like, there's really good things happening right now. So I'm here to hold the space for the two of us to come into union where there's good things happening. So the next is the energies of the union, and we get the adjacent possibilities card. So this is a card about having the blessings come to you in different forms other than you're expecting. It's like this person's expecting to walk out this door here, but look, there's a door here, here, here in the floor. There's other ways that the blessings can come into your life versus what you are focused on. So I think the message here for both the twins in the energy right for this week is there may be just some, like, this is just a reminder to get out of the feeling like the way out of this room is that door in the distance, because look, there's all these other ways to get out of the room too, but you're only seeing that one and it's the furthest one away. There might be easier paths that you're considering. So the next is the temple path. So this is an ascension card. You know, letting the path lead you to this gazebo that's light filled. This is about ascension. This is leading up through nature, through natural course of action to this beautiful place. But because it's in the reverse, I'm going to just take a look real quick on this deck. I do read the reversals because there's a slightly different meaning, and I feel like it, and this is how the deck was intended. But this is about possibly falling off the path, possibly being kind of getting into worry, doubt, fear. And this is about getting a little distracted. So this is about not letting the things around you distract you from your spiritual path, okay? Because this is about you will get to where you want to go through accessing your intuition, your spirituality, you're connected to the divine. But something this week is saying that you need to just continue to do that and not let doubt and fear get in. Like, I feel like these two cards are very connected in terms of their message. So the next card here is the 5th chakra. This is the throat chakra. And that's all about communicating your truth, communicating your feelings, speaking up, actually having that say. But because it's in the reverse, it means that someone's afraid to communicate. You know, it feels like they're afraid to communicate. They're afraid to speak their truth. They're afraid to tell the other how they feel. And so I think with all of these together, what's coming in is just this fear energy of the temple path, meaning like you're kind of getting afraid, you're getting a little off your spiritual path, you're afraid to speak your truth. There might be some energy this week where the divine masculine could be feeling a bit afraid to speak up about what he's been discovering about his divine feminine, and that's in the 3D, not even just in the higher dimensions. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards on this. Okay, I'm going to pull some romance angel cards now. One additional message for the divine masculine, one for the feminine, and 3 on the energies between them, please. So what's the best message you have, romance angels, for the divine masculine this week? Any additional messages you have about where he's at this week, please? January 21st through 27th, 28th. Healing family issues. Okay. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this week there's some things coming up relating to his family, whether that's healing his family of origin, his patterns, the way he's grown up. And this just flew out for the divine feminine. The energy was flirt, which is about being lighthearted. So that's very consistent. See, we've got the sun and we've got flirt. That really buoyant energy is very important for the divine feminine to bring to the union this week, whether you're in touch with them or not. If you happen to be in touch with them and be around them, the divine masculine, then embody this energy for him, please. Remind him that this is what is possible and what's here with you. If you're not in touch with him, that's okay. You can still embody this energy and exude this energy into the universe, because he's going to feel it. He is going to feel it, and it's going to help him. It's going to help him support healing these family issues, because these are all super positive cards. So divine feminine, this is your chance to really support the divine masculine and yourself, obviously. But maybe there's something fun that happens this week that just, I don't know, just be this light energy this week, divine feminine, if you're watching this video, which I know many of you are. All right, 3 cards, please, romance angels, on the energies between the two. That just flew out. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. 2 more, please. You know what's funny is this deck, oh, there's playfulness again. And heart-to-heart conversation. This deck, normally these are not jumping cards in this deck. They tend to be a little bit more reserved and want me to pick them. But today, a bunch of them just jumped out. So thank you, romance angels. Normally you're very quiet. So here we are again. Playfulness. This playful energy between the twins. I know, gosh, when I get around my twin, this energy is so palpable. It's just like electric and sparkly, and it's fun. We have fun together. We have this banter. We have this, just like, he makes me laugh. I make him laugh. Like, we just have a similar sense of humor. It's just fun and it feels good. And so here's flirt, playfulness, the sun. Making the effort is that this is reminding the twins that it's worth making the effort to this relationship. And that doesn't necessarily mean that there has to be some movement in the physical 3D right now, but this is reminding the twins that the union energy is saying, like, it's worth healing these family issues, divine masculine. It's worth all of this. It's worth going through the 5 of fire and dealing with this renewal, this challenge, because look, this is here. Playfulness, heart-to-heart conversations. So this is also asking the twins this week to have heart-to-heart conversations. And that may not even be with your divine partner. It could happen in the 5D and higher dimensions, or it could just be a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. So I feel like there's an energy this week of both the divine masculine really being honest with himself. Because remember, this is supporting him. So these cards are coming together. This is really clear to me. So this energy of getting rid of his false mask and his ego and having a heart-to-heart conversation with himself. So this is coming through again as a really big message for the divine masculine this week, which I believe feels so beautiful to me. I love it. Okay. Pull a couple more cards here from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Whoa. These guys tend to like to jump out, but I'm going to pull another one for the divine masculine this week. Another message for the divine masculine, one for the divine feminine, and then 3 on the relationship energies, please. What are the best messages you have, please? Divine masculine. We get the observe. So this is the Hanged Man energy, major arcana. That's about looking at things from different perspectives, taking a pause, connecting to his intuition, because remember all this water energy about his intuitive process starting. So he's in this place where he's observing and he's getting a download of all of the spiritual knowledge and information this week. And he's just letting it come in and he's assimilating that information. Okay, one for the Divine Feminine, please. Rest and reconsider. So this is just about taking a time to just take a break and have fun. Have fun, flirt, be in the sun energy. Take a break from needing to figure it all out, even on a spiritual level. It's important to continue to connect to your spirituality, but I feel like this message is just, you know, this man is on a journey. He's really high up. You know, this is the ascension process for the Divine Feminine. And so this is just saying, you know, take a little bit of a break, take a little pause. Very similar energy to the Hanged Man, honestly. Energy here for the masculine. So this week, I think it's a good assimilation week for the twins. To just take a little break from needing to move it forward and just allowing. I hear allowing very clearly. Okay, 3 more on the energies of the union, please. Simply love, well-deserved reward, and shine. Oh, so here we are again, the shine, the sun. We're getting this energy more than once. So simply love, this is about just connecting to the energy of love. This is reminding the twins that they need to love their inner child too, and that they're here with their inner child. They're here with that younger unconditional love part of themselves, even though they're adults now. That this is really about the things that matter. The things that matter. Because there's a well-deserved reward here. This is about surmounting a lot of challenge to get up to the top, and this energy of triumph is here this week. So there's a feeling that the Divine Masculine has been through, like he feels really good about a lot of this journey that he's been on. He still may not quite understand all of the details and the meanings, but he's feeling pretty good about himself. And then the other message is shine. This is about letting your heart light shine. She's just being lifted up into the heavens by letting her. This is what happens when twins get together, is their light expands far beyond anything they could do on their own. And the twins' divine mission is really to shine this light across consciousness to help raise the vibration. This light is shining and she's not even on the ground. She's just like flying up in the air, being lifted by a power way greater than she is. And she's just surrendering to it, and she's just letting it take her. And she's happy about it. All right, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to end with some Archangel Michael cards here. Michael, what's your best advice this week for the Divine Masculine, please? What's your one piece of advice for the Divine Masculine as he's going through this week, please? Michael, if you could speak to the Divine Masculine, what would be your best advice for him in this week, please? God is in charge. So this is about trusting in the divine wisdom and infinite love. This is about trusting this coming forth. This is about saying that, you know what you're going through right now this week, Divine Masculine, is not up to you to necessarily figure out, and it's just about surrendering and trusting. I'm feeling a lot of the same energy here. God is in charge. It's like, okay, let me just, like, you've got me, God. Whatever it is, just I will surrender and I will ascend. So the energy of both of these cards are very similar. All right. Well, this is a very interesting week for the Divine Masculine. It's been really interesting to see how the energies have shifted a little bit and how there's been a bit of a, that feels like a new feels like there's an increase in buoyancy and lightness around the divine masculine, and I haven't really felt that around him for a while. And I like that I'm seeing that from him, because he's been in some really heavy energies lately, and I'm feeling a shift in the trend, and an opening up. So that's the reading for this week for the divine masculine. And if you have any questions, comments, please do share them below. If you want to take advantage of my Valentine's Day special reading, would love to support you in that. And in the meantime, until next time, in abundant love always. Bye.